I'm Austin Stanley in Roanoke Park today to tell you about a housing scam that could cost you thousands of dollars. That and much more coming up on State of Events.
Hi, and welcome to State of Events. I'm Nikki Pena.
And I'm Talia Samalian. 10 people are dead and dozens are recovering after a FedEx truck hit a charter bus near Chico. The bus was taking high school students from Southern California to Humboldt State University for orientation. The CHP and National Transportation Safety Board are investigating the crash. They warn it could take months to find out what happened.
We now have the names of the driver of the FedEx Big Rig and the bus driver in the deadly head-on collision in Orland. The driver of the busload carrying a large number of high school students to a college tour is identified as Leilao Tayo. Tayo was killed in the crash and leaves behind a husband and 2 children. The FedEx driver was Tim Evans from Elk Grove, who was known to be a devoted family man. Evans, too, was killed in the crash. The drivers both had clean DMV driving records. Also among the deceased was an engaged high school couple, a twin whose sister was on a different bus, and a local high school football star. California State University Chancellor Timothy White released a statement calling the accident horrific. White's statement also read, "Our campuses prepare for the unimaginable, and last night it occurred. Our hearts reach out to the parents, families, friends, colleagues, and teachers directly impacted."
A teenager is still missing after he was swept out to sea by a wave at Ocean Beach. 2 boys were swimming in the water when a sudden rogue wave swept the 2 and their father out into the ocean. High school junior Tony Barbaro heard calls for help and immediately came to the rescue. Barbaro managed to paddle out to one of the boys and brought him back to shore. He then noticed the father bobbing in the water and went back to save him. The father and son were both rushed to the hospital. 1 boy is still missing. San Francisco's Ocean Beach is known for its notorious riptides. People are advised to swim with caution.
Tax day has come and passed, but if you forgot, you're in luck. You can still get a 6-month extension. This will give you until October 15th to file your return. Just fill out Form 4868 to qualify, but there's a catch. The IRS will charge interest on any amount not paid by the April 15th deadline.
If you're getting a tax refund, you could use it for a security deposit on a new apartment. But be careful where you send it. State of Events Austin Stanley is in Roanoke Park to tell us about an online housing scam that you should look out for.
Thanks, guys. Finding a place to live in San Francisco is hard, and it's not just the prices that make it difficult. One Roanoke Park woman is finding out that a good number of the apartments listed for rent online are fake. Here's her story. Jessica Volk is a 20-something college graduate. For over a year, she's been trying to find an apartment in San Francisco, but there's a problem.
I've had a hard time finding apartments that were within my budget and were not complete dumps or scams.
The scams she's talking about are fake apartment listings on websites like Craigslist. The posters ask you to send them a security deposit before seeing the place, and in return, they promise to send the keys. Jessica's seen it so many times, she's noticed a pattern.
A lot of the scams that I have encountered have been people that were either overseas. They said they just left and they had an apartment that they needed to be rented out, but they had just left so they can't show it to me.
Almost all of them are extraordinary deals.
The utilities, hot, cold water, electricity, wireless broadband, internet, digital TV, 1 parking spot, dishwasher, garbage disposal, microwave, refrigerator, washing machine, etc. are included in the price of $900 per month.
But after some research, they turn out too good to be true.
So I found the homeowners association for the apartment complex that he was saying he had an apartment in, and I gave them a call, and they said they had never heard of them before. I told them the unit number that he had given me, and they said that unit doesn't exist.
Craigslist did not respond to my request for a comment about the fake listings. Now there are some ways you can avoid prepaying for an apartment that doesn't exist. The popular real estate website trulia.org recommends that whenever you're looking at a place, always meet the seller in person, ask to see some ID, call the apartment building or homeowners association of the place you're looking at to make sure it's actually up for rent, and if it looks too good to be true, it probably is, so avoid it. In Roanoke Park, Austin Stanley, State of Events.
Former Secretary of State and First Lady Hillary Clinton made a visit to the Bay Area last week. Clinton spoke to a large crowd gathered at San Jose State University. She spoke about her feelings on Congress, foreign policy, and women's rights. When asked about a potential run for presidency, she merely laughed, but never really fully answered the question. The audience inside seemed to be pro-Hillary, yet the visit brought protesters outside the auditorium. One woman even snuck in and threw a shoe at the former Secretary of State.
Al-Qaeda is using a picture of a local airport in a terrorist magazine ad. A picture of our very own San Francisco International Airport has been spotted in an unlikely publication. It's prominently placed in a propaganda magazine published by Al-Qaeda. In the spring issue of the magazine Inspire, a picture of the AirTran at SFO is featured below the photo. A caption in Arabic reads, "Stand up, pack up your tools of destruction, assemble your bomb, ready for detonation." The FBI insists there is no specific threat to the SFO or the Bay Area. A 14-year-old girl in Amsterdam was arrested for tweeting a terrorist threat to American Airlines. The teen, identified as 14-year-old Sarah, sent out a tweet to American Airlines saying, "Hello, my name is Ibrahim and I'm from Afghanistan. I'm part of Al-Qaeda and on June 1st, I'm going to do something really big. Bye." American Airlines responded to Sarah, telling the young girl that they took this issue very seriously and would forward the information to FBI. The girl realized her mistakes and responded with a tweet saying, "I'm sorry, I'm scared now, and please, I'm just a girl." Authorities say the severity of her charges will be determined on whether she has done this before.
Coming up, 49er players are in trouble. Find out what happened next. And how about pot instead of hot fudge on your ice cream? Where a Bay Area man was arrested for selling marijuana.
We shop at the American Cancer Society Discovery Shops for
designer clothes, household items, and quality collectibles.
I volunteer at the American Cancer Society Discovery Shops to benefit a cure for cancer.
We donate to Discovery Shops where profits go towards cancer research, education, and patient services. Discover your shop.
Discover a cure. Discovery Shops.
When it's time to choose healthcare for your child, you want the best. When it's time for your child's physical exam, you want a professional you can trust. At Valencia Health Services, your time is well spent. We provide professional quality healthcare. Valencia Health Services, dedicating quality time to every child, every visit. Committed to professional healthcare because your child's health is our first priority. Valencia Health Services, quality time because we care.
49ers linebacker Aldon Smith is in trouble again. This time for saying he had a bomb during a security screening at LAX. Smith is already facing 3 felony charges for possessing illegal assault rifles, 2 DUI arrests, and a possession of marijuana charge. In a statement, 49ers general manager Trent Bulk said the team is disappointed to learn about Smith's arrest.
And now to the offense. A Miami police report says the woman claiming 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick undressed her was taken to the hospital by firefighters. Earlier this week, a woman told police she woke up in the hospital after drinking and smoking marijuana with Kaepernick in a Miami apartment. The report says that the owner of the apartment called police twice to get the woman out. No charges have been filed against Kaepernick, but what happened that night is still under investigation.
A Baskin-Robbins employee in Belmont was arrested for selling something extra on the menu. Police say Martin Abinader faces multiple charges for selling pot and cocaine alongside a scoop of ice cream. Abinader had secret phrases when his customers wanted to purchase the drugs. He was arrested when he sold pot while scooping ice cream for undercover cops. Not once, but twice.
And the drought in California continues. Vanessa Navarez is here to tell us about how it's impacting local farmers markets.
In the heart of the Castro district lies a popular farmers market. This is one of more than 25 farmers markets in San Francisco.
2014, Obama administered the $700 million aid package to farmers throughout Central California. Here in San Francisco, many are wondering if the price of their avocados at farmers markets will go up.
Water-heavy produce such as zucchinis, cucumbers, avocados, and almonds are at risk to increase in price next year. Your guacamole won't be the only thing affected next season. Citrus fruits like oranges are the first to show the drought's effect. Oranges, when cut open, should look juicy and colorful, but some oranges are starting to look more dry and unappetizing. Thomas Dorn with the PCFMA is a nonprofit organization that helps small family farms.
And when people come to market, they have to realize that these are individual, mom and pop farms. They're not big corporations. And so when the drought happens or their water restrictions happen, that's going to hurt them. And that's where they have to look at their costs.
Family-owned farms like Rio de Parra Organics in Salinas, California are mostly sustained by selling their strawberries.
But we run the risk of our well drying up, having to buy water, from the state. That makes everything else go up, really high. Prices everywhere. Kind of have to pick and choose what you want to grow.
Despite next season's rising costs, farmer markets consumers such as Mike and Mara explain why they are still coming back.
Yes, I will continue to support local farmers.
I'm sure the prices will go up, but everyone will still pay them, I'm sure.
For State of Events in San Francisco, this is Vanessa Nevares.
Another attack on a person wearing Google Glass. This time, the victim was a reporter. 20-year-old Kyle Russell, a tech journalist, told police a woman snatched the Google Glass off his face and ran away. But before Russell could catch up to his attacker, she apparently threw the eyewear to the ground and damaged it. The woman got away.
Coming up after the break, what you need to know about the Heartbleed bug. And it couldn't make it to Coachella? We'll tell you about the San Francisco Outdoor Festivals coming up this summer. Keep it right here on State of Events.
When it's time to choose healthcare for your teen, you want the best. When it's time for your teen's questions to be answered, you want a professional you can trust. At Valencia Health Services, your time is well spent. We provide professional, quality healthcare. Valencia Health Services, dedicating quality time to professional healthcare because your teen's health is our first priority. Valencia Health Services, quality time because we care.
When Sarah was born, my husband and I weren't sure who we could trust with her health. Our friends recommended UCSF's Valencia Health Services. After seeing the professionalism and friendly service from VHS's nurse practitioners and doctors, we saw that they truly know how to keep their patients as their #1 priority. The nurse practitioners and doctors provided the best preventive care for Sarah.
UCSF's Valencia Health Services. Let us be part of your family.
For the first time in U.S. history, internet advertising is making more money than TV commercials. According to a report from the Interactive Advertising Bureau, internet advertising rose 17% in 2013. The report says more mobile and video ads explain the increase. Online ads are earning nearly $1.5 billion more in revenue than broadcast television. We can expect mobile ad sales to increase as Facebook, Google, and Twitter continue to boost their online presence.
Victoria Alaniz is here with more digital details in the tech world. Victoria?
If your emails looked anything like mine over the weekend, warnings about the Heartbleed hack came in frequently. Heartbleed is something the internet has never seen before, an untraceable security bug that has everyone and anyone on the internet in a panic. The Heartbleed bug has been around since December 2011, right before 66% of the internet began using open security socket layers, which enables the bug to encrypt personal information shared on the internet. Over those 2 years, Heartbleed has said to have hacked into about 500,000 of the internet's secure web servers, allowing them to access private keys, usernames, and even passwords. As of now, you should wait until you get a confirmation from a website with your information saying they have patched their servers and then change your passwords. Otherwise, if you change your passwords before the server is patched, Heartbleed can still get access to your new password. And do you have $1,500 lying around? Google is giving the public 1 day to buy Google Glass at the reduced rate. Previously, only selected people were allowed to test Google's developer prototype for $2,500. Market research finds that 72% of Americans cited privacy concerns as the biggest reason for not wanting Glass to go public. So did you pay the pretty penny for the new device? Let us know on Twitter by hashtagging Glasgow's Public. If you're tired of paying growing prices in cable TV, you've got plenty of other choices for entertainment now. With new set-top boxes like Google TV, Apple TV, or Roku, eliminating high cable bills isn't much of a worry anymore. But now with all these internet video boxes, which is the best choice for your household? For all you loyal Apple customers, Apple TV is a good choice for you. It syncs up with iTunes Library and Apple ID, so if you buy and download a lot of your entertainment, it works perfectly, with movies ranging anywhere from $15 to $20. However, if you're into streaming videos or TV shows online, Apple TV is actually very limited. Although initially Apple TV costs $99, content purchases on iTunes will add up. And if you're an Android user, you will be very familiar with Google TV since it has a home screen identical to an Android tablet. But way different from Apple TV, Google TV, well, lets you Google. What TV shows are available on what services? Google TV is streaming made easy since it's connected to Netflix, Amazon, and YouTube. Because Google TV has different models, prices range anywhere from $99 to $1,400. And with the same price point as Apple TV at $99, Roku gives a little bit more bang for your buck. Roku connects to the most video streaming services out of the three, letting anyone choose from Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, HBO Go, and even lets you stream movies off Plex Media, where you can download your own personal content. So whether you're into the basics with Apple TV or would like some more options with Roku, you surely don't have to pay the increasing cable charges and instead pay little to no monthly fees and watch, well, what you want to watch. And that's all for your Tech Talk today. I'm Victoria Elenise. Back to you.
Coming up, Kyle Nitchie will show you step by step how to make tasty treats in Kyle's kitchen.
There are many important days in your child's life. Their first birthday, their first big game, their first day of school. Choosing the right school for your child sets them on a path for success. Apply on time. It's for your family's future.
Chances of playing in the NFL, 1 in 1,500. Chances of becoming a pop star, 1 in 3,000. Chances of becoming a Hollywood actor, 1 in 5,000. Chances of getting into a school of your choice are better than 4 in 5. First round enrollment. It's for your family's future.
Valerie Van Ryn is in Studio 3 to tell us what's coming up around the Bay. Valerie?
Thanks, Nikki. This is the weekend update. 168 independent films will be shown locally on the big screen next week. The San Francisco International Film Festival will be kicking off April 24th. The festival will begin with the thriller The Two Faces of January, and it will end with the drama comedy Alex of Venice. The film, titled Palo Alto, stars James Franco, a Palo Alto local. It will be screened on May 3rd. Tickets cost $15 and ticket packages are available. Celebrities and music fans emerged in the desert over the weekend for Coachella. The Music and Arts Festival supplied big surprises. Beyoncé joined her sister Solange on stage. Justin Bieber made a not so well received appearance, and Lana Del Rey debuted her new song, West Coast. Artists, though, were not the only ones making an impression. Here are the most ridiculous outfits of the weekend. Some sported inflatable duck hats. These girls had my first rave kind of look. Luckily, this man did not forget to match his beard with his mesh shirt. This guy wore an entire green suit. And here's Barbie's fun aunt. If you're not making it down for the second weekend of Coachella, you can still buy tickets for Outside Lands. Golden Gate Park will host headliners like Kanye West, Tom Petty, and The Killers in August. Tickets are almost sold out, so buy your tickets soon. Back to you, Talia.
Don't know what to eat tonight? Kyle Nitschke is here with some tasty tips for your empty tummy. Kyle, what's cooking?
Thank you, Talia. You know, as school wanes on, it's getting harder to find time for something good to eat. So, I want to show you how to make some of the best comfort food while staying on a budget for time and money. One of my favorite things to make is a grilled cheese sandwich, but I do it a little bit differently.
Frying pan on medium-high. Next, butter the bread on one side. Always use real butter. It's cheap and it just tastes better. And keep it out of the fridge too. Butter should be soft and easy to handle. Meanwhile, throw down some salami. If meat isn't your thing, then you can try caramelized onions. Cook for about a minute on both sides. Take them out and set them aside. Now here's the fun part. Build the sandwich in the pan. Bread, cheese, meat, more cheese, and bread. Butter side out. Personally, I like to use a Gruyere or aged cheddar, which you can get from any grocery store, but in this case you can use any cheese you like. Just remember that the cheese always touches the bread, or else it won't melt. Flip. This is what we want, that nice golden brown color. Once the other side is done, take it off the pan, cut it in half, and enjoy. Chewy, gooey goodness. Now if you're like me, you probably love to snack. One of my favorite snacks is popcorn. This is how you make it. You gotta use a deep soup pot and melt down coconut oil. It's healthier and tolerates high heat well, and it just tastes better. Make sure you get enough to coat the bottom of the pot. Let it melt and then add your kernels. About 1/3 cup. Put the top on and shake the pot from time to time, listening for any action inside. Do not lift the lid. Once you hear a gap of about 3 seconds between popping, you know it's done cooking. Remove the lid and add some salt. Done. It's easy and better tasting than any of that microwave junk. And then enjoy. Stuff your face or share it with friends. Or not.
So try these recipes at home and post your best food pics with us on Instagram at State of Events or on Twitter at SOEBecca. I'm Kyle Nitschke. Stay hungry, San Francisco. Back to you, ladies.
We need to tell Kyle to bring those yummy recipes to the newsroom.
Definitely.
Thanks for watching State of Events.
Make sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and ksfsmedia.net. See you next week.